What's up and welcome to Fishing Hungry. Today is our first yummy in the tummy episode. Unfortunately, it's rainy, stormy and cloudy today, which is why I thought it's a perfect opportunity to bring some sunshine into the kitchen. Therefore, I have a beautiful and colorful salmon recipe for you that is simple and easy to cook. Let me share with you what ingredients you need. Just come over here. So it's a two-part recipe. Let's start with the main dish, which is a salmon dish. We're going to marinate this salmon in a mixture out of all of these things. So we start with the green onions, then we have the juice of an entire lime, we use 1 orange, then we have garlic and shallots, we add a little bit of fresh ginger, then from the spices we use sea salt, black pepper, cumin, and just a little bit of rose pepper, and then for the richness we add some olive oil, and then we have on the side a beautiful and colorful salad which we will make out of a mix of different types of cherry tomatoes. Then we use some cilantro, we have avocado, again lime, we have a jalapeno pepper, and just a little bit of salt that we will add at the end. Alright, so let's get into the preparation. Okay, we start off with the marinade for the salmon. All we need for that is really just a blender and then our ingredients. We just roughly cut them, throw them in, blend them together and pour it over the salmon. So let's start with the green onions. Let's just get rid of the ends of it. And as I said, really just chop it roughly. Throw it in here already, so it's out of the way. Become a really nice, fresh and green marinade. So let's continue with the garlic. Just a simple trick: if you want to peel your garlic, give it a gentle squeeze. It makes it pop, and then you can go here to the end. Just cut off the hard part, and then also to the top, and then the skin comes off just like that. Quick fix, and then you don't have to work so long on your garlic. So let's move on real quick. The same with the shallots, just cut off the ends. Don't really spend much time on getting a fine cut. Just peel them real quick. Number 2. Last one. I will put a description of the exact amounts of all of the ingredients in the video description, so don't worry about that. Just put that on the side for now. Clean that up in a second. Just a simple trick for the lime: if you want to squeeze the juice out of the lime and don't want to work too hard on it, just give it a roll, and that really opens up all the pores in the lime and it makes it much easier to squeeze it. Let's do the same with the orange real quick. Also give it a firm squeeze, and then it becomes much easier for the orange to be squeezed. So let's put our hand just beneath it so that any kinds of seeds don't fall into our marinade. Okay, that was number 1. Here you see, you just catch the seeds just like that. That already starts to smell really beautiful. Number 2. It's almost like making a nice caipirinha here. Alright, then the last thing we still have is our ginger. Again, so this is organic ginger. I don't really worry about the peel. So I just cut it into rough pieces, throw it in here with all the other ingredients as well. Just here, the last piece. And now we add the spices. Again, this is black pepper. And then we have a little bit of rose pepper. But really watch out with the rose pepper. It's quite powerful, it has quite a kick. So you don't want it to overpower your marinade. Then we have the cumin. And lastly, the sea salt. And that's really it. Alright, let's finish off the marinade. All we really need to do is just blend all those ingredients together. Just come over here and check it out. That's it. Here we have our beautiful, fresh, summery marinade. You can really smell, especially the rose pepper actually, giving its punch and smell. Beautiful. Let's give it a taste real quick. That's really good. Now that we have this beautiful and fresh marinade, let's turn our attention to the salmon. Just for the sake of simplicity, I will cut this salmon slab into 2 pieces, and then we will add the marinade on top of it. Number 1, number 2. Let's just give it a bit space in between so that the marinade can really work on both pieces. Now we add the marinade nicely on top. You can really see this fresh green summer colors coming to life with the salmon. Make sure you cover it all the way. Get the rest out of it. Okay. Now we just try to fill all the gaps and cover it all the way. All you have to do with it now, you put it for 15 minutes in the fridge, let it rest for some time, let the marinade do its job, and then it's ready to be cooked. In the meantime, we will work on the salad. All that is left to do is now the salad, which is a cider for the main dish. For that we slice the tomatoes. I really love the mixture of different colors these cherry tomatoes have. All of them have a little bit of a different flavor profile, which really nicely mixes this up. Okay, that's it. What I like to do now is to add the salt already. So the salt can work on the tomatoes. Then I just give it a bit of a twist so that the salt really covers the tomatoes. So now let's move on to the avocados. Now we need to get the core out of the avocado. For that I like to use a small teaspoon. Now we want to dice the avocados. Make it nice, big chunks. Now we just spoon it out into our salad. Now we cut the jalapeno. Just cut the top, slice it in half. If you like it a little spicy, then you can leave the seeds in. And you don't want it to be overpowering, so you need to decide for yourself. And then you just want to slice it just like so. Toss it together with the other ingredients. Now we are left with the cilantro and the lime. I like to cut the cilantro before the lime, so we can use the juice to really mix it nicely together. I really just give it rough cuts. If you like it a little finer, then please go ahead and cut it finer. Together with the rest. Last but not least, our lime. Again, give it a nice roll to help the juices come out. Squeeze it into the salad. So this is the almost finished product. Now we just need to nicely mix it together. You can either like lift it and toss it like so. I like to work it with my hands, so just get really in there and mix it together. And now you start to see how it makes this colorful, summery salad. Just really give it a nice twist. The cilantro mixes nicely with all the other ingredients. The lime juice starts to cover everything, and it really becomes this creamy sauce. Alright, as I said, this is a quick and simple recipe to cook. All that is really left to do is to cook. So get yourself a pan and heat it up to a medium-high heat. Now that our pan is hot, we just add a little bit of oil into the pan and start cooking the salmon. Grab your salmon slabs, try to remove the marinade just slightly. Oh, it starts to sizzle beautifully already. Here we have the second piece. And while you cook, you always want to add a little bit of the marinade on top of the salmon. Depending on the thickness of your salmon, it might take 3 to 4 minutes per side. Alright, now let's just turn it around. Oh, it's looking nice and crispy already. Also, let's cover this side nicely with some marinade. The salmon is done. Let's start plating. Grab a piece of salmon, place it nicely on the side, take your salad, and build a nice mound just next to it. Also add a little bit on top so that the sauce can really mix into the salmon. And here you have it. Your fresh, colorful and beautiful salmon dish. I'm hungry, let's dig in. Look how perfectly it's cooked. Nice and pink. That's really good. Let's try the salad. Really nice and fresh. I'm really happy about that. So if you would like to cook that, would like to know the recipe, just check out the video description down below. This was our first yummy and yummy cooking video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. The recipe of this dish will be in the video description down below. Leave me some comments if you liked it or not. I see you next time. Stay fishing hungry.